AV work I got into when I quit my day job to do this full time. Like at the time, I only had like a few gigs on the weekends just to do bars and clubs, and I did like Uber on the side, and also AV gigs on like maybe 2 or 3 a week. I also did corporate audio visuals, so I learned how to. I used to be the guy that used to come into like hotels, fancy hotels, big auditoriums, and they used to show us a floor plan. They used to say, we want X amount of subs here, X amount of speakers here, and we want them daisy chained, or we want we want an Ethernet from X room to this other room at this conference. So doing that for a lot of years, I learned speaker placement, speaker like how much it shoots out. I can't think of the words right now for some reason. Yeah, so I learned about speaker placement from doing AV gigs. I learned a lot from doing AV, and AV work I got into when I quit my day job to do this full time. Like at the time, I only had like a few gigs on the weekends just to do bars and clubs, and I did like Uber on the side, and also AV gigs on like maybe 2 or 3 a week. But from there, I started doing AV work Monday through Friday, and sometimes the whole weekend. And just doing that type of work has shown me a lot about audio, speaker placement, and also showed me how little DJs and musicians know about sound. That too. Like I thought I knew sound when I first started out. I'm like, oh yeah, I got experience. I'm getting into this. I did have experience. I did know some things, as any DJ does as far as sound. But when you actually start getting into the science behind it, you realize DJs and musicians don't know jack shit about sound. Unfortunately, yeah.
I'm one of them, and I went to grad school for like sound recording too, and I still.
Well, see, that's different.
I didn't finish, but I entered grad school for it. But yeah, I know a little bit, but yeah, I don't know the science.
But that's different. Recording is completely different than at a live setting. So I'm sure you did learn something from that. So, but when you when it's in a live setting, it's a little bit different, and it's also a lot of trial and error too. Like, it's trial and error really. But yeah, most of that I learned from working as a freelancer for audio visual companies in pretty much the tri-state area.
Okay, no, very dope, man. So we're in an era where the song requests are coming in hostile, man. I mean, they're coming in with the phones. I mean, they're just all up in your face. I need to know, how do you handle a song request, man?
So, all right. So request, I used to see that a lot more when I used to do bars and clubs. At weddings, not so much. And it could be just because the times have changed, or I think I just got better at reading the room, if you will. Like I don't know. I rarely get the phone in front of your face and like, play this right now. I kind of already assume that's what they're going to ask for 3 songs before they even come up to me. So I already took care of their request without them asking, if you will. So yeah, I like they say, you keep one ear in your booth and one ear out on the dance floor, or in this case, your eyes. So I try to pay attention on, like every DJ does, just reading the room. I try to pay attention to who's in the room, and seeing what I think they would react to, and then that way I don't get that many requests. So I'm fortunate enough, I guess, where I don't have the phone in front of your face most of my gigs. But if I do, if that is the case, if I'm bombing a set and I'm not playing what the crowd wants and I'm getting that phone every second, I just tell them, we'll play it I'll play it eventually. That's it. You'll get to hear it eventually. If they say, we're leaving now, I'm like, okay, leave. Fine, that's fine. That's fine with me. Yeah, this is for a bar and club. This is not for a wedding. This is for a bar and club. Yeah.
Right.
So if they say, hey, I tell them, yeah, I'll play it eventually, and say, I'm leaving right now. Like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not playing it right now. Like, I'll play it for you, but we're not playing that right now. I'm not playing Mr. Brightside at a bar at 10 at peak hour, like we're not doing it.
Right.
It is a hype track. It is a song where everyone reacts to, everyone's drunk. That you want to save that for last, or the last 15 minutes at a bar or club when
Right.
everyone's dipping or whatever. That's when you save that track for. So I tell them, yeah, I'll play your song. Just give me a minute to mix it in. And if they get if they get I don't know, antsy, or they get impatient, that's on them. They're gonna hear the song eventually, but they gotta wait pretty much. I'll play the song where I think best fits. I'm not catering to one person to ruin the entire dance floor. Right. You want to focus on the dance floor and take care of that one person eventually when the time is right, if you will. Yeah.